Hello Internet, welcome back to our Cataclysm series. We're playing the Fire series. Last episode, well, you know what, I don't remember what we did in the last couple episodes. So right off the bat, I want to talk first and foremost, I have changed some things in the appearance of the game. Specifically, I have scaled up the text. This is in preparation to hopefully when I will be streaming in the near future, and wanted to make things a little bit more visible on mobile. Now, I had done this before, but at some point, I think when I transitioned to the new computer, it changed my configuration file again. So we have large text again. It is going to take some getting used to for me. Hopefully you don't mind it too much. I've also changed the minimap from the dots to solid, just because I think that it picks up a little bit better in recording. The dots often looked fuzzy and a bit nonsensical. So did that. Yeah, and I want to complain pretty much as soon as I start this, because I generally time my episodes, right? Let's get something to eat. Did we cook anything? No? Okay. Why did I need a plastic mold? I don't remember. Okay. Eat something non-perishable, but... Wait a minute. Get on the food. There we go. Eat something non-perishable, but, something, like pineapples. We haven't really eaten fruit lately. That'll get us some fruit vitamins, for instance. And then just eat a few pretzels. I think we'll be fine. And why don't we take a multivitamin or two as well? Yes, so I usually time my episodes. We're going to go check the forge. And I do that by, normally I have the other computer open. I just go to Google. Google has a stopwatch function. So if you just Google stopwatch, it's the first thing that pops up. But my computer died, so I don't have access to that computer anymore. So now it has to be, the art of glass blowing, eh? I never looked into that. I don't know what all you can make. So we do have a warhammer, and we have the chitin armor. We made chitin arm guards. Were we going to make boots or gloves? I don't think we want them. Yeah, I think we made the armor and stuff that we wanted to make. Why don't we go looting? I feel like we've done a lot around the base. Wow, this map... the text is so dang big. Okay, why don't we head into the town, maybe? See about hitting some of this random store stuff. We have a great weapon at this point. We have chitin armor, so we're in pretty good shape. How's our inventory look? Let's go drop that book before we leave, just because it's that much more space. So I can't use my computer anymore to be my timer. So I set up my Xbox and was like, I'll just go to Google on my Xbox. It'll be the same thing. But it's not the same thing, because apparently when you use the Xbox, Microsoft Edge doesn't show you, I guess probably because they don't want you using Google. I think Microsoft is like Bing or whatever. When you go to Google, it doesn't show you the things that Google makes themselves. So, like, the stopwatch function won't come up on my Xbox, which is mildly annoying. So I was like, alright, I'll check the Xbox apps. Surely there is a stopwatch or timer function in some kind of app on the Xbox. So I went and I checked, and sure enough, there are. But when you load them up, they're terrible. They're all, like, really basic HTML. And two, they require an internet connection for some reason. And it's like... my internet for some reason drops off. Like, I'm gonna check my internet real quick. Yeah, my internet disconnected, because for some reason my internet disconnects every 5 effing minutes if I'm not actively using it. It gets a little frustrating. So like for some reason the timer, which should just be an app that you download and use on your Xbox, requires an internet connection in order to function. So every time I lose internet connection, it stops the timer for some stupid effing reason. It doesn't make sense. It has nothing to do with the internet. Why do you need the internet? It should run in the web browser or in its standalone app. Who made this? Why did you make this? We never made a pickaxe. That's right, we were going to make a pickaxe, and I forgot. So that's fine. Do I hear the horde music? Oh, you know what? Looking at this mini-map, it's real hard to see those dots. That's going to take me a while to get used to, and we're going to end up walking out into hordes at some point. We do have a fair number of them coming towards us. Nothing we can't handle. I do hear the horde music, so I'm not really sure. Oh, there are some to our left as well. Let's check those out. Not an issue. There were 2 dots over here. Where's the other one? Where's the other one? Oh, hello, tiny. Yeah, not really a concern. We're gonna, I think, back into the hardware store though. It might have an alarm. Well, they're breaking it anyway. Whatever, we have the Warhammer, we have the armor. So I'm really irritated by the fact that you know, when you download an app on your Xbox, you expect it to be a standalone app. You don't expect it to open your web browser and force you to use an internet connection. Just really annoying. So now I'm timing with my cell phone, which I hate because it has no charge in it at all times. It runs out of charge. Oh, jackhammer? Sure. No, give me the real jackhammer. Screw the electric jackhammer. This is our 3rd toolbox. I'm good. Soap bar. I mean, there's so much stuff here. A 4th toolbox. Sponge we don't really need. We've yet to see a tailor's kit, by the way. It's been all sewing kits, which is fine. They changed it a while back to where tailor's kits are much more rare now because how many people in, you know, their day-to-day life actually own a tailoring kit. Most of them probably have cheap little sewing kits, you know. Like I have a sewing kit, but I don't have a tailor's kit in real life. Paint section. I like that they've sorted them kind of by type here, so we have that nice big paint section, which is something you often see in a hardware store. Duct tape will take. I mean, we really don't need the batteries at this point. I guess we'll take them. Check the back. This is where the construction materials are. Is there actually anything that we want? Anything that we're going to see back here that we would want? I suppose we could take fertilizer. I'm not sure how fertilizer interacts with crops in Cataclysm. I'm not sure if it increases their yield or decreases the time that is required to harvest. Like if they harvest faster. Why don't we grab a bunch of fertilizer? We're overweight. Yeah, I mean, it's a sack of fertilizer. It's not the easiest thing to carry. Yeah, looking at the map, it is hard to see those tiny dots representing our enemies. So I'm going to have to, that's definitely going to be an adjustment period for me. Hopefully we don't get killed because of it, which is possible. We could also hit these subway station for a lot of snack foods and beverages. I'm not super interested in that. We are losing stamina because we're overburdened, but it's not really a big deal. So that's just, it annoys me. It's like right before I started recording, I spent like 6 minutes trying to get it to work, and it just is fresh in my mind as an irritation, so I thought I would mention it. Let's go fertilize our crops just to see how this interacts. Sure. Fertilize the potatoes with commercial fertilizer. Already been fertilized. How much did it use? Literally 1 charge? Okay. I mean, we might as well fertilize them. I don't know what it does, but why not? Gonna have a nice big harvest of potatoes in the future. Potatoes aren't my favorite thing to grow. If it were just me growing things, I would grow probably primarily, like if I had a choice in what I would grow, probably would grow like canola for oil, weed for morale, and probably barley, I think, is the one you can make. Cooked barley. Barley has an infinite shelf life, so it never goes bad. And then there's the fact that you can turn it in. Can you turn it into flour, or do you just cook it into cooked barley? Either way, sorry, something popped here. We don't have the cooked barley recipe. Maybe it wasn't barley. I don't really remember. Doesn't really matter. We would grow a grain of some sort, and that would sustain us. I think we're going to hang on to the jackhammer. Give me hose. No hose. Oh, that's the drink pile. Hose. Give me the rubber hose. We're going to fill up this jackhammer while we are out, and we will see about hitting that bank while we're down there. Yeah, and so I've been doing some stuff around the house trying to get set up for streaming, for doing Twitch. I have run a test stream. I ran a test stream of The Binding of Isaac because it's a little bit easier to just quickly dive into a game of Binding of Isaac. Obviously, Cataclysm requires setup, and some people don't want to watch that. And I was like, well, on the off chance someone does come to watch, I don't really want to be fooling with world settings. Why am I going down here? So we've exposed ourselves to quite a few enemies, as well as there's a horde over here. And we do see a shocker zombie, which is interesting. It's the first time we've seen the upgraded shocker. So we're going to back up. There's no reason for us to be up here. We're going to let whoever has seen us come up here to fight us and clear them out, because we are moving in that direction. We might as well try to clear them out. We still have those zombies to our west, but they're not really a danger to us, so we're just going to wait here. Fight them. So yeah, I streamed about 20 minutes of The Binding of Isaac, and it went fine. No one came to watch, of course, which is fine. It's just like YouTube. It's like, you know, there are a lot of people doing it, and it's kind of hard for you. Oh, my Xbox screen has gone black. I sure hope that's not the backlight on that TV dying. That would be real bad, because like half the screen is black. That would be real bad, because I use that TV a lot. Anyway, yeah, about 20 minutes of Binding of Isaac. It was fine. When I looked at the once it finished recording and I looked at it, it was a little bit, or finished streaming rather, it saves your stream. Current balance is $38. What? I have $38 in the bank? That's interesting. Transfer all money. Withdraw money. $38.59. Oh, it's weird that we had money in the bank. I mean, I guess that was a change at some point to make it more realistic, because most people do have a little bit of money in the bank. It's interesting. Anyway, we're gonna... Oh, we never got gas for the jackhammer. What am I doing? Check the motorbike for gasoline. Fill our jackhammer, hopefully. Examine. Yes. Not very much gas, but that's okay. Siphon. Pour in a container. Jackhammer. How much is that? 400. Oh, okay, it was plenty. So we're gonna go get in the vault here. We don't have a stethoscope. Okay. Jeez. Can you make a stethoscope? I thought I saw a stethoscope recipe somewhere, because I feel like we commented on it. Why don't we head back again, see if we can make ourselves a stethoscope, so we can hack the bank and get the saves in the bank. Might as well. Once I looked at this stream after it was over, it was a little choppy, which I think is probably due to my internet connection. Currently, I'm on Wi-Fi. So the story went basically, so like last week on Thursday, I tried to stream and my internet was super bad and I couldn't stream at all, and it really ruined my day. Really was upsetting, because I was like, today's the day I'm gonna figure out how to stream. Really, you need a condom to make a really? I'm a little annoyed by that, not gonna lie to you. Not sure where a condom fits in making a stethoscope. I think that's a really, really dumb requirement. And obviously I haven't been picking them up, because why would you pick them up? I know some people store fluid in them, but I always just thought that was stupid. Like, obviously you have more appropriate containers. People just store stuff in them because they think it's funny. So I don't get that. Don't understand that requirement in the slightest. I have no idea why you would need a condom or a balloon to make a stethoscope. Why don't we, instead of going down there where we saw the horde, why don't we head over and hit some houses, see if we can pick up a pack of condoms or something. Doesn't really matter. Really need to, 1, turn on safe mode, and 2, keep an eye on your freaking map, because it's new to me and I'm going to miss seeing the enemies until I walk into them and get murdered. Okay? Gun shop we've been to. And that day didn't work out. Like, that day, I could not stream. My internet was so bad I couldn't do anything. I could barely get online. And I was really frustrated and really upset. The next day I woke up, checked my internet, it was great. And I was like, screw it, let's stream today. Because we haven't done that yet. We ever check... Oh, that's right, it's a step ladder. I do remember that. So we're heading one more over. Be a little careful here. We do have safe mode on, actually. So we should be mostly okay. Just don't walk out like an idiot into the street. Where's all the zombies? Okay. Oh, we did already hit some of these. Yeah. Okay. I imagine we hit these. Let's go back and check. I don't know. We've already forgotten tiles. I guess we'll head in here. Well, we killed zombies in here, so we've probably been through here already. Yeah, okay. So mark this as explored. Check next door as well. We'll get eyes to the south of us, the road to the south of us, and see as well if we can head in that direction. So this looks unlooted. Give me this. And I streamed successfully. It went fine, you know. Nobody came in to watch, which is what I expected anyway. You know, like I said, it's like YouTube. It's a little hard to be discovered. I think it's actually harder to be discovered on Twitch than on YouTube because, like, YouTube has a lot of algorithms about putting content in front of people, whereas Twitch is more like, hey, here's the 10 best streamers in this category. Why would you watch anyone else? And then, like, all the little people never get any attention. So, yeah, I think that's something that Twitch really needs to work on because it's not very supportive of its smaller YouTubers or smaller people, whereas YouTube really, I mean, it does matter what size you are. It obviously recommends big videos above small videos, but you're still discoverable, you know, depending on what they're searching on or whatever. And yeah, I didn't expect anyone to come. That's Technician. We're lucky he didn't pull our weapon from us. We're not going to smash him because we're going to want to dissect him, and smashing him will lower the results of what we get from dissecting him, if I remember right. Stream went okay. Stream was a little choppy afterwards. It made me wonder if it was obviously that means it was choppy during the recording. I think on something like Cataclysm you wouldn't even notice because there's like no frames in Cataclysm. There's no animation. It's just we're here, now we're here, right? It's a one very clear transition from frame to frame. So I don't think that would be super noticeable. As long as my voice doesn't cut out, I think it'd be fine for Cataclysm. Go ahead and pull just the corpse out of here. We probably will take the ID card, although we don't need it. We will take another medium battery. I don't think I've ever needed an industrial ID card, but if we're going to pick it up, we might as well pick it up. Head up here to some light. We did end up picking up a lot more garbage. Go ahead and dissect the zombie technician for CBMs. Tool is great, but you would still like a scalpel. No, please don't come over here and bother me. Okay. 2 faulty burnout bionics. Yay! Really interesting because we have very high electronics and our first aid is not bad either. I guess it is only a 4. Still kind of expected to get something out of it. This house really didn't have very much in it. Let's head to the south here and check this one. Let's mark that one as explored because we're forgetting to mark houses as we explore them. I think Cataclysm would be fine. The only thing would be if my voice cuts out at all. And like I said, my internet disconnects constantly. So I went to my family member and I said, hey, you know, I would really like better internet. I want to get into streaming. Why do you glow when you don't really have any electric? Oh, you know, we have a metal weapon now, so if we hit him, he's going to shock us. But if we don't kill him, he's going to end up being a shocker later. Go ahead and back up. Yeah, he's caught our scent at this point. I was going to shoot you. Just hit him. How bad could the zap back actually be? Didn't even zap back us. Okay. They have no CBMs, so we'll just smash him. Nothing there. I said, hey, you know, I'd really like better internet. I've been buying, you know, Xfinity Wi-Fi on demand because my videos take so long to upload. Why don't we upgrade our home internet so that I could stream and have a more reliable connection where I could actually, you know, run an Ethernet cable basically and have good, reliable connection that won't cut out every 5 minutes. And to my surprise, they were like, okay, let's do that. And so now I've ordered like a really big Ethernet cable. I know where I'm going to run the cable and all that, and I'm trying to pester them every day and say like, oh hey, did you look at internet? Did you did you see how much it would be? You know, just to ask them questions to keep them, reminding them like, hey, I want this thing. And I, keep telling them like, well, Xfinity Wi-Fi on demand is like $60 a month. So I figure for a reliable connection, I can just give you $60 a month, and that will pay for the majority of our internet probably. Basically trying to talk them into, you might actually give regular meat. I don't think sewer gators are mutated. Smash the zombies. You were hurt. What? Oh, because we're gassed again? Ignore. Gas is a lot more annoying than I remember it being. Because I don't remember getting poisoned so much. But every time we get poisoned, it seems like we're taking damage to our head. And I don't like that. Let's grab the old sewer gator. He's a big boy. To our feet, please. We'll haul him upstairs, see if we get real meat out of him. Oh, we don't have light. We can start a fire in the kitchen and just in the oven and just butcher him real quick, I think. Did we keep a fire source on us? Yes. Okay, another one of these basements. Okay. I still don't know what the autodock basement looks like exactly. People do bring that up occasionally, and I never do really know. What do you got? Beer and a screwdriver? Nah. Like, I think in the autodock basement it was hidden behind this. Well, last time we were there. So I imagine... Yeah, I imagine we would see it if it were this. So I don't think that that's a thing here. Okay. See about taking care of that sewer gator before it gets too much longer here. Drag him out to the old kitchen. Something hurts. Ignore. Haul this all over here. Stop hauling. Close up the windows. Yeah, we'll have to move the bookcases. Can't do that from the outside. So close this all up so no light gets out while we're doing this. Grab some splintered wood. We only need one. Once we start the fire, it should not interrupt our butchering. It should let us continue butchering until we're done. Because butchering only checks for light at the start. So if we butcher, stop, close the windows. They already know. Go out to fight them so they don't come over here. Don't smash the windows, bro. I just want to butcher a sewer gator. We good? Okay. Close it up. Give me some more wood. I don't want... I feel bad just getting enough wood to butcher by. It wouldn't make sense, from a roleplay perspective. You actually would need wood enough for the whole time. So just throw more fire in there. Butcher the sewer gator. Quick butcher. We get... regular meat. Yes. Good. Which makes sense. It's a sewer gator which is tall tale type situation. Somebody drops their baby alligator in the sewer and it lives and grows huge. But it's not actually a mutated creature. It's just a big old gator. So definitely take the meat. I'm not super interested in the organ meat, and I'm not super interested in the fat. Now I know we can make cracklins and it's tons of calories, and that's great and all, but it's bad for your health. So I think we'll just take the chunks of meat. We'll try to eat as much of those as we can. Cooking them here isn't really going to extend their timer very much. Let's mark this as explored. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, sneezes. Okay, some weed. Big old empty room. Not a fan of these. Big old empty rooms. Nothing. So yeah, on the one hand, I'm excited because I had my first successful stream, and it looks like we're going to be getting better internet. which is very exciting for me. I wanted to be streaming by December 2019. Obviously, it's January 2020 at this point, so I'm behind schedule. But yeah. Oh, and then last night I went and set up a Twitter because I was like, most streamers tweet to let people know when they're going to be live and that kind of stuff. And I was like, I should do that, So I set up a Twitter, and I don't even know what my Twitter name is. Well, it's TheMurderUnicorn, but I don't know what my @ is, and I don't know what the URL is because I created my Twitter and posted because they recommended a bunch of people to me, and I posted like, this is what you show new Twitter people, and like Donald Trump was at the top, and it's like, I don't want to follow Donald Trump. It makes me want to kill myself when I read Donald Trump tweets. And I tweeted and was like, this is what you show me. You only hit 1 out of the top 5 for me. And then I changed some settings, and then they locked my account immediately. And I was like, okay, that's weird. And in order to unlock your account, it requires you to give them your cell phone number. And if you listen to the channel for any length of time, you know that I value my privacy. And F those people because they just want to sell my phone number to someone. So that pissed me off pretty good. And I contacted their support and said, hey, I'm not a robot, because that's what they said. They're like, we suspect you of being a robot. Please give us your, cell phone number for a text alert and dual authentication. And I was like, no, we're not doing that. And contacted them and said, hey, I'm a real person. I'm a YouTuber. I'm starting to stream. I want Twitter in order to connect with my audience a little bit better. Obviously, I'm actively emailing you. Here are the links to my YouTube and my Twitch account to show you that I'm a real person. I'm not some robot. Obviously, I'm actively emailing you, which is a sign that I'm a real person and not a robot. I passed your capture test. I shouldn't need to give you my phone number. I don't have texting on my phone currently. And I'm not going to pay extra a month just so that I can verify Twitter. And that was, I sent them that a while ago, and they've yet to respond to me. I got an automated response that said, oh, we see that you submitted a ticket because your account was locked. Please give us your phone number to unlock. And if you continue to have issues after giving us your phone number, please contact us again by replying to this message. And I was like, okay, so they're just ignoring the message I sent them for this automated, they're not actually going to read what I sent. They're just looking at the automated message of, hey, your account was locked. So I sent them another message and said, look, I don't have texting. Basically the same spiel. I'm a small YouTuber. I'm trying to connect with my audience. Please unlock my account. I don't have texting on my phone currently, blah, blah, etc. I haven't heard back from them, and I'm a little salty about it because I literally had an account for about 3.5 minutes, and then they locked me out of it, and it frustrates me because I'm just some guy who's trying to do better, and it really is frustrating to me when companies do that to try and take your there's no reason at all that they need my personal information. Their verification can be done without texting. They just have not set it up. Like, you can obviously verify through an email account. Having them respond shows you that it's not a fraudulent email account because they are responding to your message. You can ask me, for other things. Like, I can we can literally talk all through the internet, and I can prove to you that I'm not a robot. It's just frustrating. It frustrates me because there's no reason that they need my cell phone number. And again, I do mostly, I don't know, it was either this series or the Binding of Isaac series. I just talked about how I feel uncomfortable with the internet knowing my identity. So it's really important to me to keep that separate because I don't want to get murdered or swatted. I don't want people to be able to find my full name or phone number through Twitter and then end up murdering my family. You know what I mean? I know that that's crazy paranoia, but at the same time, I'm like, it happens. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to plant all of these. I feel like we're going to move on before we get to our harvest, really. Oh, we definitely should call the episode. Anyway, I'm frustrated with Twitter. There's some movement on Twitch. I'll keep you posted on Twitch. I would like to try to stream again, and this time try Cataclysm just to see how smoothly that goes. So if you're ever around, twitch.tv/TheMurderUnicorn. If you're ever around and you happen to see me, or if you want to follow me ahead of me being able to stream, there you go. For now, that's going to do it. Sorry if this was a rambler type episode. It is what it is. I, of course, will be back with more Cataclysm in the near future, and I will see you in the next episode.